Hey y'all. Hey y'all. It's Anikah Lene here and Riley. And we're back. Oh, why did my lips do that? We're back with another video. Ignore my hair. I'm doing a wash and go, so I just like wetted and did all that stuff. So it's drying currently, shrinking up. And if you hear anything in the background, there's Riley, there's the fan, and then there's also Jarrell walking back and forth. And I don't live alone, so you're just gonna hear noise, and it is what it is. So as you can see from the title, I am getting a breast reduction. I'm like, I don't know how to feel. I don't feel anything right now. I think I'm excited. I'm excited at the thought of like being able to, there you go, walking by, haters hating. But I'm excited at like the thought of being able to wear bathing suits that I've never been able to wear and clothes that I haven't been able to wear. And so, yeah, but let's get into it. We're just gonna get right into it. I decided to get a breast reduction because I'm in pain. Like my back hurts, my shoulders hurt, my neck hurts. I have like dents in my shoulders and dark marks from my bras, and I can't, like I was just saying, I'm excited to wear clothes that I haven't been able to wear. I can't wear clothes that I want to wear. Finding bathing suits that I can fit, but also that don't cause me pain because they're so heavy. It's so difficult. They make me look bigger than I am. Now, granted, I ain't small now, but I'm not this big. Like, they make me look so big. So I was like, yeah. So it was just coming home, constantly complaining. Like, literally the first thing I do when I get home is take my bra off. One of the first things that I do because I hate wearing it. I don't want to wear it. It's uncomfortable. In the summertime, it's horrible because I like sweat underneath, and it might be TMI, but I like sweat underneath and I get like rashes. And they just so heavy. It hurts. It's so uncomfortable. Like, I'm tired of it. So I made a decision, I think back in like, in July, August, like in August, I made a decision. I was like, yeah, I want to get a breast reduction. This is what I want to do. And that's what happened. Obviously, the first process was to then find a surgeon. So I was just looking on Google, looking for like surgeons who did breast reductions and all that. And I came across this place called the Breast Reduction Center of New York City. And literally all they focus on is breast reductions and like top surgery. So like they remove these for people who don't want them anymore. And so I was like, I automatically was that was appealing to me because I didn't want to just see a surgeon who did a bunch of different things. I wanted to see someone who, it was just appealing to talk to someone who focused only on breast reductions. Like that was their focus, that was their specialty, and that just made me feel good. So I called them. They were so friendly, so nice. I called them and they were like, yeah, let's get you scheduled for an appointment. And since COVID started, they switched from doing in-person consultations to Zoom. And they just had me send in pictures of me with no bra on, and then pictures of me in clothes, how I looked with the bra on, how I looked like from side angles. They had me do all these types of pictures. They had me send it in. Obviously, I'm not gonna put those pictures in here. Duh. And they had me send it in and answer all these questions about my health and have I had surgery before? Is this my first breast reduction? All these questions they had me answer. And so then my consultation day came. It was on Zoom, like I said, and I met with the doctor. She was so friendly and she was so knowledgeable. Like all the questions that I had written down, she answered them before it was even time for questions. She answered them, and she was just so friendly. I also like the fact that she's a woman of color, just because I'm a woman of color. So if I could, I would have all my care providers be someone of color. That's just my preference. So we just talked. She was asking me questions. Do you understand? Like, she was just asking me so much. It was so much. I wrote it all down, but I lost the paper. But I had like my questions answered. So she was like telling me what the scarring process was. She was like, breast reductions do come with scars. How badly you scar is genetics. You know, like You could get the keloid if you're like have keloid prone skin. And I don't think I do, but I've never had surgery. But I had my belly button pierced, and I didn't get a keloid from that, but it did reject, but that's a whole other thing. And how you take care of the scar. So they could say you could do like scar treatment and everything like that. But she was like, typically people who decide to get a breast reduction, especially because it's causing them pain and for medical reasons, the scarring is not something that'll deter people. Like if that's not something that'll make people say, oh no, I'm not getting a breast reduction. And she's right, it didn't, because I mean, who's looking at them? Who's looking at them in that way besides me? Nobody's gonna be doing that. So I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter, I'm in pain. The wrist scarring, for people with certain size breasts, they like remove the nipple completely and then reattach it after they move it up. So I'm not getting that. I'm getting like the anchor procedure, and they don't have to remove my nipple completely. But there are some people with extremely, extremely large breasts who, because they're moving it up so considerably, they had to remove the nipple as well. So I don't have to do that, but there is still a risk of your nipples dying, essentially. But the risks are higher with those who have to get their nipples removed versus those who are just having it moved up. It's not a very common thing for it, so hopefully my nipples don't die. If there is a chance that I could not be able to breastfeed, but at this point I'm in pain now. I couldn't imagine getting pregnant and them getting bigger. I think I would be miserable. I don't think I would be able to really enjoy pregnancy anyway with them getting bigger than they already are, and I just can't. So hopefully I can breastfeed because I do want to, but it's not something that's gonna make me say, okay, I have to wait until after the breast reduction to get it. But she did say if breastfeeding is extremely, extremely important to you, then get it. I mean, then hold off on it. But to me, it's important, but I'm in pain. You know, like, I don't know. Who knows? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, those are like the main risks. You could not be able to breastfeed, your nipples could die. You could lose sensation in your nipples. You could just never feel it again after the surgery. And I'm like, whatever. These are just not things for me. Well, obviously the nipples dying, but these are just not things for me that are just like, I don't want to get the surgery. She says that the surgery is very superficial, so it's not like cutting through muscle or anything like that. It takes about, like, they tell you not to like do too much for the first 6 weeks, but they say that I should be able to go back to work after 1 week because I work like at a desk and I also can work remotely. So I'm going to be obviously taking a first week just no working at all. And then the second week I'll work remote. And then my third week post-op, I should be able to go back to work on site. But technically she says that after 1 week I should be able to work again, but I'm just giving myself a little bit more time. Obviously I can't like lift things for like heavy things. I'm not able to lift over a certain amount and things like that. But you see me looking down, I have a notebook so that I just don't forget anything. My surgery date is October 12th. And it's coming up. Today is October 3rd, I think, or October 2nd. Today's October 2nd. That's crazy. So October 12th is my surgery. And then I have my first post-op visit on October 14th, that Friday. And that's when they're gonna like take all the gauze out and all that stuff. This surgeon does not use drain. With a breast reduction comes typically with a breast lift because you can't get the reduction and not lift them up. So they'll be smaller and they'll be perkier. And then also, well, it doesn't come with, so I'm paying for that, which we'll get into as well. It comes with liposuction on like the sides here so that it brings it in. It's more like aesthetically pleasing. So it'll be a breast reduction, a breast lift, and liposuction on the side. And my insurance did cover it, thankfully, kind of, it covered it. It covered it, but they're out of network with my insurance, so I still was like responsible for the deductible and some cost, and also the liposuction. So that brings me to having to pay about $6,000 out of pocket. But I felt really comfortable with this surgeon, and I would rather spend a little bit more money with someone who specializes in breast reductions, and then instead of going somewhere that's in network with my insurance and I'm not as comfortable with them, and maybe I won't like my results as much. So I was like, it's worth it for me to spend that money. So I did have my pre-op appointment. I had to go to my primary care doctor where she had to clear me for surgery. They had her do blood work on me and just do like a physical to make sure that I was in good health. And I've been cleared, obviously. And so the pre-op is done. I had my pre-op phone call with the physician assistant. Her name was Leah. She was very friendly. I keep looking down because Riley is right here. She was very friendly. So nice. She answered all my questions, and I had a lot of questions, even if it was information that they gave me already and I needed clarification on. She was just so friendly. We talked about the medications I would be taking, which they're not giving me any like hardcore medicine. They're only giving me like Tylenol and ibuprofen, because when you're in the surgery, they inject like a nerve block, which lasts 3 days. So the pain shouldn't be too bad, and the Tylenol and ibuprofen will balance anything out. She says, if anything, the first 3 days are the days where you would feel the most pain, and the nerve block lasts 3 days. Anyway, so, and of course, if it came to the point that the Tylenol and ibuprofen wasn't working, they will prescribe me something stronger, but they try to start off with Tylenol and ibuprofen first. And so ideally, I would like to only have to take that. So they did send me a list of things to buy. Like, they literally had an Amazon breast reduction cart, and they sent me everything to buy. I brought everything on the cart. I'm like, they're telling me to buy it for a reason, so I'm gonna buy it. So I have the box here. Okay, I have everything in this box. So they had me buy like these Vaseline bandages. So it's like the gauze with Vaseline on it, I guess, to put here. Obviously, Tylenol extra strength. This is 500. Just a regular like gauze, but it doesn't stick to you, but it's like the gauze. You put it on and stuff. And they had me buy electrolytes. Then they had me buy Dramamine, whatever. And this is for nausea. I think I only have to take this like the first 2 days because I'll be nauseous. They told me to take this and a Tylenol the day before the surgery. So I'm thinking it helps me to not be as nauseous after the anesthesia. And the Tylenol, I guess, helps prepare my body for what's about to happen. And they also had me buy this scar treatment. And I can start actually using the scar treatment on week 2. And I'm a YouTuber, look guys. And then a big thing of ibuprofen. This one's 200 milligrams. This is some more like scar treatment. This is like silicone scar tape, scar removal. So I guess I put this like on my nipple and then like down the anchor line. Then they had me buy this like I don't even know, Hybrid soap. And I have to use this soap the day before the surgery and then the morning of the surgery. And they also had me buy this stool softener. Lastly, they had me buy this, let me turn around, this surgical bra. It clamps in the front. And this is what I have to bring with me the day of the surgery. And they'll put it on for me like while I'm in surgery. Hopefully it fits. This was the biggest size they had. They told me to buy the size that I fit now. When I tried it on, it fit me barely, but it should fit me by then because they're going to be smaller. It fits me now, so they should be smaller then, right? So hopefully, I'm just smiling for the thumbnail, okay? Okay. I also have this pillow. It's like a slanted, and so I'll put it down wherever I'm laying, and it'll help me like lay elevated and everything. And yeah, so obviously the next video will be the day of, but like the night before, the day of, and the first week of my surgery. So the first week post-op, and I'll like record all that and then show y'all. I think I won't be nervous until like maybe the day before, the week of. Prepare to be sick of me. This is not for me. Riley, fingers crossed for the best. Yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, comment down below if you've had a breast reduction, if you've been thinking about getting a breast reduction, if you know somebody who got one. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, what you want to see in my like surgery video, pre-op video. If y'all want to get updates from after the pre-op, like 1 month post-op, 3 month, things like that. Let me know if y'all want to see that. And yeah, this is my video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, I'll see y'all at the next video, which will be my surgery day. Yeah, so bye.